10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3, 2,
1.
0.
Hello, and welcome to another beautiful day of Dash League. Today we got an exciting match here between Loop and UNSC. We're just hopping now into the lobby here. Just gonna get set up. I'm hoping to get a couple commentators in with me, so it's just not me here. But for the time being, let me go ahead and just get set up here, and we'll get the show on the road. Okay, that'll work. So you have to, for some reason, to get the double windows to show up properly, you have to get both windows in the correct order in which you open them up. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so it looks like both lobbies are filling up. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and start with the animations here. Alright. And as we can see, first map for tonight's going to be an Abyss. But let's see what the other maps are. Here are the map pools, all except Crater, of course.
How's it going, Kastle?
Verts, welcome to the booth, man. How's it going?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Glad I could make it in time. I had to jump out of a game real quick. So,
Gotcha.
all right. Stoked for this match, man.
Me too. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. I'm actually a little nervous myself. That's how stoked I am.
So what do you got? What are your predictions?
Oh man, I think it's gonna be a close one. I've played both teams. UNSC's got some great picks this season, but so has Loop. Both teams are contenders for playoffs. So I honestly, I think it'll be close. I might have to give the edge to Loop, just because they've been a little bit more consistent and they've played consistently kind of the higher tier teams as opposed to UNSC, just by a small margin. But I think it could go either way if UNSC has a really good night or they just planned a strat to counter Loop. So how about you? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be super close as well. I mean, we've been playing UNSC and Loop, on and off when we get a chance, and both are looking super strong. Obviously, UNSC is the more seasoned veteran team, right? But at the same time, Loop came out strong in their first season, and these guys, a lot of them know each other and play a lot together. So, and I know they've been working pretty hard in the background, reviewing video, POVs, getting some feedback from other teams and top players. So, I'm excited for a solid match here. So we've got it's Abyss first, and I guess UNSC is pushing first. So I guess what are our predictions? I don't think it's going to be 100%. I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere in the 85 to 90% range. But what do you think?
Probably. Between even teams, we typically see closer spread in that percentage. I think both teams are coordinated enough to get through that checkpoint. But for Abyss, usually it ends up stopping in that 80 to 90% range. And both teams, I think, are coordinated enough to get there. I think Loop might have a slight advantage on Abyss. UNSC have been playing payloads really well lately, but we saw that kind of big upset by Loop when they played against O. They managed to not only hold them at that checkpoint, but they also managed to get really high on that percentage. So
No, that's a great point. And I question, was that before they took away the shocks in that section?
Honestly, I was just thinking that.
Yep. because I know that Loop has spent a long time focusing on a lot of heavy weapons, and I remember one of their matches they were playing, it was just a constant barrage of rockets and shocks just like slaying that cart. So I don't think it was, though. For some reason I remember it being post removal of those shocks.
I think they did still manage to hold them. But
I think so as well.
Yeah.
So that's
anyone
definitely
in the comments can correct us there, that'd be something great to know.
Yeah, please, somebody go pull up the other Loop match right now and let us know if we're wrong or not, because that does make a big difference. Either way, though, a lot of coordination on both teams, and Loop has Fathead with him. I know, talking with Willow and some Knockollum, talk about Fathead does bring a lot of experience to the team, so I know that has strengthened them. And I'm sure their comms are a little bit more colorful since then.
Oh yeah,
we'll say that
absolutely.
too.
But he lightens the mood. So even if it's colorful, it's just like sometimes can take the tension out of comms.
He does quite quell the storm a bit, but I'm sure he'll be firing them up as well. So definitely excited about this one. So we got Crusader VR, Style Dev, EM Dubs, Colton, and 1UP Crit for UNSC, which is pretty top lineup for them. Then we got Not Golem, Willow, Swervo, Saltus Maximus, and Fathead.
I was about to say both teams brought a top lineup today, and both teams playing kind of in their zone, in their server in Dallas. So it could swing either way for them. So.
That's a good point. And
second map, we've got Quarry. I know UNSC are a very strong Quarry team. We've played them on several occasions. I might have to give the slight edge to Quarry for UNSC here, just because I know they're coordinated there.
Okay, no, that's a good point. So yeah, it sounds like we're giving Loop a little bit of an edge on Abyss, especially with their track record and their current performance. And yes, agreed. UNSC has been doing a great job. I want to say we're playing a scrim against UNSC, and there was like one guy covering tunnels, with rockets. And one of our guys was freaking out, just saying, like, he's just got rockets and I can't get through there. And so it's interesting to see if they pull out some rockets. I've been seeing more rocket play on Quarry recently. Honestly, most of the time it seems very defensive, which whether or not I agree with is, up to the team and how they want to play it. So we'll be interested to see if we see any rockets on Quarry as well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm pretty confident UNSC is going to pull out some rockets. .com's been trying to convince me that rockets have a place as a high tier meta for Quarry. So I mean, if they can make it work, I guess go for it. I just don't want to see any team kind of hole up in their base, though. I want to see pure aggression. I want to see an exciting match here. Which I mean,
agreed. Yeah,
I expect it.
No, definitely expect it. So definitely some top players on each team. Swervo, known for her shocks, so we'll be. Oh, but here we go. Things are starting up. We got Loop versus UNSC on Abyss. Let's do it. UNSC is pushing first. Loop is going to be on the defensive, so I'll be interested to see exactly what kind of loadouts Loop is going to use. Definitely going to see some shocks from Swervo, 100% there. 100%. So wondering how the rest of them go. Also for UNSC, wondering who's going to be spending more time on the cart, if they're going to be cycling people through cart, whether they have someone designated for it. So be interested to see exactly how that pans out.
Looks like we got Crusader starting in cart here.
Okay. Yeah, taking a peek at the minimap here. So, and we do have, for people watching, there is the minimap on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So it looks like we are starting out right now with Swervo. She is set up on the right side of the map here, waiting for someone to sneak in for that first push.
Very defensive
does get a shot on a good dead body, but they're already taken care of by a teammate. Oh, good shot on cart with a little bit of backwards dash there, covering this dash.
But in a tough position, gets taken out, unfortunately.
Agreed, yeah. Definitely good spot to be, though. Taking control of that dash and making them fight for it. So that was definitely good. We got EM Dubs here right now, pushing into the base. Looks like he got 1 kill, 2 kills.
Double
going
headshot.
Into this back room.
Nice work by EM Dubs. Yeah, EM Dubs is a player who you do not want to get into a close range battle with, or he'll make you pay for it. Very fast reflexes and turning speed.
100%. Yeah, definitely very quick with his hands, and he will definitely make you pay for it. 1UP Crit trying to go down this tunnel, but looks like Fathead was covering that for his team. We have some UNSC members pushing up quickly. Fathead great aim across that map, just like we were talking about. It looks like he is kind of coming back here, trying to clean out, make sure that no one is behind his teammates.
Oh, did he pick up that sniper on purpose, or did you just work with it?
So.
He's just making work. He's already gotten 2 kills.
Exactly. Great work, Fathead. Flexible and dynamic. Looks like Style does get the cleanup there, looking at him saying, what are you doing with those revolvers? So we do have rocket assault already hitting this cart. Style jumping on, getting some motion, going back here for this health pack. Looks like we have a little bit of battle here in the health pack room. The button squat almost works for Revo, but looks like Style going to clean that up.
They're stacking cart. They're starting to fall a little bit, or they were a little bit behind just because of how aggressive Loop was being. So trying to make up the time, but Loop has currently possession of water. But UNSC still managing to push just inch by inch.
Yep. Now it looks like UNSC has Loop has a great setup around this cart, like you were saying. Not Golem trying to push in towards that cart. Looks like EM does, like you said, does get behind him quickly and takes him out. Gets a 2K, pushing up the left-hand side of the map here with his health pack. Has a buddy there helping him out. Looks like UNSC is actually pushing this cart, but unfortunately is in the end taken out by Swervo peeking around the corner.
So Loop making decent time, or UNSC making decent time here, approaching that corner bend at 4 minutes. That is checkpoint pace, just from what we've seen. So they can continue this push, and hopefully Loop doesn't set up too much of a defense here if they get a checkpoint.
Yep, good call. And I don't know who that was that just dove on the cart, but great work there. While they were dancing on that cart, did slow it down, giving their teammates time to actually push up back towards that cart. So Saltus Maximus getting some work done on the health pack side here. 1-up crit does come in, take him out. 1-up known for fast dashing and some good aim himself, as we can see right there with that headshot. So 1-up is pushing this cart, but is quickly taken out by Swervo, getting reset by this cart.
Fathead with a sneaky move here, crouching next to the cart, gets taken out. The cart's really moving around this bend though. Loop having a pretty difficult time getting set up, and UNSC just laying down constant aggression despite being on blue side.
Agreed. Yeah, no, it seemed like Loop was trickling in a little bit, and you know, sometimes being on the defensive, you think you've always just got to be running in, but there are moments where even on defense, you do have to group a little bit just to get that push in there, because you know, you dive at one person on 4 while they're pushing the cart and being around it, it's not going to work out too well for you.
Absolutely.
But it looks like Loop is getting set up here, though. We got a little bit of cart motion. Swervo getting these rockets out, getting some good work on the cart. So we see 4 different Loop members here around this area. So it looks like they're finally getting set up. And granted, though, great push by UNSC during that whole corner up the ramp.
Nice double kill by Swervo. Excellent rocket play.
Good
Known
shot.
to be a shock user, but she's using those rockets like shocks.
Heavy weapon specialist Swiss Army knife. So definitely doing a good job covering those rockets. Now you do know that the UNSC 1-up crit goes for the rocket kill, and he does get it. So that means that there is some free motion for their cart if the team can actually get there.
Wiped out pretty early though. They only got a little bit of a push up on that one.
Yep.
And they have the hook room here, so they can group up and hopefully get a push.
Yep, nice work by Willow, standing on that cart and clearing the person who jumped onto it. Is trying to get some work done on the left-hand side here, but 1-up crit does get the kill and is getting ready to dive in on this cart right now. Looks like we do see, yep, shield work on the cart by Nogolem. Great work there.
Really good work. Completely stalled the cart there.
Yep, and
yeah,
while it doesn't...
I think it took Luke just a little bit of time to get kind of into this match. Maybe some early match nerves or whatever, but they're holding these last few percent really well.
Yep, currently 31%. I know sometimes the percentage doesn't really feel like they're at halfway point, but definitely a little bit different on Abyss. Nogolem getting some work done here on the cart. Only one buddy there helping him out, but that is just enough to stall them, so they didn't actually get any motion with that last push.
Coming up on a minute here with just about 1 to 2% remaining here to get through checkpoint. UNSC have really got to start coordinating and grouping up.
Yeah, great call. And looking at the mini-map here, what do I see? Looks like Loop is holding down that left-hand health pack section. Looks like we got a push coming in from UNSC, though. EM-Dubs does get around.
Nice work on the rockets. We got a push opportunity here by UNSC, and it looks like they get it with a minute remaining, and they're already pushing up. Excellent coordination by UNSC to win them that checkpoint.
Agreed. Great work. You saw them all hang back, and then we saw a coordinated push coming in by UNSC. So that's all the difference right there.
And now
sometimes you got to slow the game down a little bit. Yeah, triple stacking, getting that time back, and then yeah, it was a great push through checkpoint.
Yeah, they're going for the win here. Hopefully, getting all the way to 100%.
Yep, and EM Dubs doing some disruption, pushing towards their other help, the dash pack. Nogolem is pushing through this tunnel area that does open up. A little late on that rocket shot. Is he going to chase, or is he going to go back towards their spawn? Big decisions here, Golem. Looks like he is going to get that kill, but does take himself out at the same time.
UNSC making great time here with a triple stack. I don't know if I see this often. A party bus in the lab hallway here. It can be dangerous because of the heavies that can come in.
That's true, yeah, and it looks like they almost did come in, but you did see 2 of them jump off immediately, which was nice. It looks like they had a little bit of coordination there. Now Golem is just holding this room here. Interesting. So, funny we were talking about Quarry rockets holding down the kind of tunnel area, but looks like he's doing the exact same thing with that back open area that opens up after the first checkpoint. Now Golem chasing the UNSC member teamer right now, gets a good rocket direction onto that UNSC team member there, taken out. Now Golem is sitting here continuously holding down this hallway, making sure that no one gets that dash. So definitely good work by him, staying alive, getting some good shots on cart, but in the end is taken out by Style Div, and then Swervo swoops in with the shock.
So absolutely, this is one of the issues you can have with kind of putting a little bit too much focus on the cart here. If you don't get control of this jelly room, what's going to happen is these heavies will start coming in, and then they get a good hold on lab, and then you get stuck in your spawn. UNSC, fortunately, have not gotten stuck quite in that position, but the early hold on the jelly room can make it not so smooth of a cart push. But we're not really seeing that. UNSC finally putting a bunch of people into the jelly room here.
Yeah, they are cruising. Triple stack, double stack. They are really focused on this cart work. They're going for all the MMR, trying to get the most out of this game. Saltus Maximus.
Luke getting a good hold on Jelly here, getting those corners, getting those heavy set up. Colton alone getting cart pushing. And a double stack. Nice clear by UNSC and Jelly. It's going to earn them several percent. Close range battle here by Crusader and Willow. Crusader managing to win, earning his team more cart pushing time. The cart is just absolutely cruising through this jelly room. UNSC already pushing up into the final area. 3.5 minutes remaining. It's looking very likely they're going to get at least in the 80%, potentially even the 90%. Swervo getting kind of flanked by M-Dubs, but still managed to take him out. And then clear on the cart there.
Nice, yeah. Sorry if I was talking over you a second ago. I lost audio for a moment there.
I noticed. It was like, it got kind of quiet here. Glad to have
Sorry
you back.
about that. But yeah, Swervo jumping back here, diving straight for that shock. Does get the cart clear with the help of some rockets in the background. So, you know, it seems as though when we get set up towards the back end of these checkpoints, Loop does have a really good job setting up with heavy weapons and getting set up around the cart.
This last few percents are going to be rough for UNSC with the shock advantage and the rocket advantage they got.
Yep, good call. So yeah, 2 minutes 35 seconds left. They're currently at 78%. Oh, watch out, Saltus. You might kill Swervo. So yeah, definitely good work by Loop at this point in the map. They did give up a lot of space earlier on in this push, but once, as you said, we kind of got towards this jelly room here, looks like they're really locking it down. So it looks like we've got Willow set up on the health pack rim, comes in the back, does get a quick kill. Good job by him setting up. But Colton does get the quick kill though on him.
Yeah, Colton's got really good close range mechanics here, so you don't want, it's similar to M-Dubs, you do not want to face them in a close range battle.
Yep, and quick multi-kill there. Knock Golem is set up on the top with rockets. Staliv got a little bit of motion on that cart push, but looks like, looks like we have someone pushing on the left-hand side of the cart, or on the back here at the spawn. I think they just got cleared out. Knock Golem diving back here, grabbing this dash, getting set up to get his second rocket, and setting up next to the right-hand side of this cart. Looking at the mini-map, looks like we have some UNSC team members getting ready to do a push. I see a couple getting grouped up right now. So here we go, diving into the cart at the moment. Let's see what they've got. One touching the cart here. First one does get killed. Knock Golem doing his best to stay alive. Looks like there's still one inside the base. Knock Golem getting aggressive with these rockets. Coming in here,
nice
taking the person back by the health pack. Yeah, I'm sure he was not expecting that.
I don't know how he managed to survive, but that was a good move by him.
Yeah, definitely didn't get sprayed by the rocket blast there and got lucky with that one. So one up crit stuck, creeping up on the top here, going for the enemy team's dash. Looks like Swervo was pre-firing though, knowing that's where he was going. Great work by her. It gets the clear on the cart, so they are set back up. We got a little bit of a trickle from UNSC happening right now. Swervo getting this kill, but at the same time, you know, we're getting these kills on cart, but people are still moving. Oh, Swervo takes herself out right on cart, and we'll see what happens here.
Approaching the last 30 seconds here, UNSC up to 87% now. And this is where the cart really starts to slow down.
Yep, so we're getting set up here on the right-hand side of the map. She's going back for the dash and most likely going to go grab a shock here in a moment. Looks like we got 2 people jumping on the cart, so UNSC doing a great job of actually getting to the cart when they do these pushes.
Getting a little frustrated, not getting the shocks to land. I'm surprised Loop doesn't have anyone standing on cart. They pushed some people into the jelly butt.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I mean, they were very focused on being on the cart. Looks like they're starting to jump on now, so maybe their jumping on point is right around
Someone
the
was
up ramp.
probably yelling there at the end.
Yep.
So UNSC, great push all the way to 89%, which is a tall order for Loop on this next push. Looks like we got a drop from Loop. I wonder if they were down a person.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I wonder if they were down a bit. I mean, hey, if they were down, then it looks like they did a solid hold for sure. But let's see. So swapping over the colors and the graphic at the top of the game, we've got Loop, who's now going to be pushing. UNSC is going to be on defense, so they have 89% to hit to match UNSC to get this win. But I want to say UNSC did clear the checkpoint around 48 to 50 seconds. So let's see if Loop can hit that kind of timestamp first going into this part of the map.
Nice long distance kill by StyleDev here.
Yep, StyleDev pre-firing that health pack, knowing someone's mostly going to sneak in there. Once again, just setting up here, pre-firing in areas where he knows people are going to jump to. Looks like the cart still is moving though. Looks like there are rockets attacking the cart. We can see from the bottom camera. StyleDev dives in here, gets 1 kill, tucking back, pre-firing areas where someone's going to potentially jump in. At this point, I've seen a little bit of stoppage on the cart at this point. Right now, we should not be seeing the cart stop this much. There are a bunch of heavy weapons. StyleDev going on a
insane.
tear
What was that?
now.
4 kill now? StyleDev going crazy with those rockets. Oh my gosh.
Yep, great work with the shocks, and looks like he's still pre-firing all over the place. Looking at the mini-map, we do have some cart motion now. Looks like Loop is trying to double and triple stack. Unsure if the rockets for UNSC are still active. From what I can see on the cart, looks like someone finally took them out. We have a shield on the cart, so it looks like they are focused on just keeping this thing moving. Saltus Maximus holding down this sight line, waiting for someone to jump up. He does see someone pushing towards that left tunnel area and is starting to pre-fire. Once again, looks like Loop is starting to just hold down sight lines. UNSC getting set up for their next push-in.
Loop double stacking cart here. Both teams battling for this water area. Understanding the importance here. StyleDev miraculously not. Oh, and he dies. Oh
How
man.
did you StyleDev? I would have totally killed myself.
The game. Oh man. All of that only to die to water. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the poison water, don't touch it. So, you know, tough beginning for Loop, I will say, on this push. Looks like they are changing things up right now. Swervo is getting taken out pretty quickly here. Fathead double shot. He's trying to push up and get some work done. Colton does take him out with some solid aim and quick motion. But this whole time the cart has been moving, so good job by Loop. Keeping someone on the cart. Nice shield work. Staying alive during that whole barrage from Colton. That is not as easy as it looks, folks, I promise you. So great work there. Looks like there are some heavy weapons taking out that shield user, which you will see Swervo just somehow coming in here and just wrecking people with her quick flick of the wrist shots. Does end up killing herself, but looks like we are still getting some cart motion happening.
So Loop now at about the same pace that UNSC was at. However, they're a little bit slow on the incline. UNSC really cruised up this incline, so if...
They did. That was definitely a good call. And at the same time, too, you know, I want to say they had around 2 minutes as they came around this corner, and it took them a lot of pushes to finally get through. So we'll see what Loop can pull together for this next push. Right now, it looks like UNSC is playing a little bit stronger in this area of the map.
Which is interesting because Loop is really... They're well known for their defense here. So UNSC being able to put up this defense is a good order for them.
Yeah, definitely great play.
And pushing up. They're playing aggressive here, not letting them group up or trying not to. But Loop getting a nice clear of the area. Not Golem.
Oh, good rockets by by Crusader. I'm sorry about that.
Nice little move by Not Golem off the cart to stay alive for an extra second.
Great work, Not Golem. Definitely not once again as easy as it looks. Great push so far up the hill. So looks like they're making up for 3 UNSC members pushing around. I think Fathead was just trying to kill 2 people at once. Well done, sir. If that was Fathead that I saw. Saltus Maximus jumping on the cart, but is quickly taken out by EM Dubs. Looking at the mini map, we are getting a small group up happening by Loop right now for this next push. But EM Dubs just doing what he does best, being aggressive, trying to disrupt this next group up. Saltus Maximus is set up here. He is quickly taken up by Colton. So right now we've got 223 left. Right now it does appear that UNSC did better push up this area, as I want to say they're around 230 around the corner. Fathead jumping in with multiple Loop team members all at the same time. Got to take out this rocket user, which they do get. Multiple clears here, so can they get a quick little triple stack? They do, but Style Dev coming in with a vengeance.
Oh my gosh,
Coming
Style
in, getting
Dev. Oh my
pretty-
gosh, triple kill here. How did he
Good
survive?
lord.
He was just like a madman on cart.
He was dancing for his life, and he survived. That was
A
fantastic.
huge impact for his team.
Yeah, great work. And all of that on the cart, by the way. So the whole time that cart was
Exactly.
not moving.
No
and that was
movement
all
whatsoever.
Style Dev.
Style
Yeah,
Dev.
great work there.
Highlight.
Knock on here. Yeah, definitely highlight. Knock on here with the shield, but is taken out pretty quick. Loop trying to make some space for the rest of their team to jump on this cart. See a lot of people
Good movement here by
circling.
Loop.
Yep, great movement. We've got 134 left. Great move so
Triple
far.
stack.
3 people jumping in all at the same time. A lot of Loop members all on this cart right now. One up crit cleaning house to finally get that clear, but great
Huge
push by
though.
Loop.
Exactly.
Fantastic push.
UNSC
So-
are in a slightly dangerous spot here. They got to set up and kind of hold it if they want to get this checkpoint. And they don't have anyone on cart, which is surprising. They're just giving him free pushes here. They got.
Oh my goodness.
wanna
They
fight
went
on
for
cart.
ultra destruction.
You gotta
They
fight
were
on cart,
shooting
and
on
Luke-
cart. Holy goodness, who was
Great
that?
push. I think they had it by 20 seconds on UNSC here, getting a nice checkpoint.
Not Gollum. Fantastic work, Cart. Luke, great work on that group up. Unfortunately, UNSC, who's known to be a little bit more strategic with how they place themselves, were going super hard for disruption, which I love because you can totally break up those group ups. So it looks like Luke just managed to slip through. Well, I'm probably take a look at that replay to see exactly how they got by, because man, it just seemed like there was one person by the cart and Luke just got by there.
It looks like they cleared them. They cleared those disruptors, and they just had a good group up to get that final cart push.
Fantastic work. So
Luke
I
pushing
think
up
in the
towards
end,
this jelly room, getting nice disruption. I haven't seen the cart stop hardly at all, so they have a good push opportunity through this lab here.
agreed. So fantastic work by Loop on that last push. EM Dubs in here in this corner, trying to get set up for his team, pushing towards the stash area. Is quickly taken up by Saltus Maximus. So they are getting set up for the next push into this health pack room. Style coming in once again, playing hot today. Double kill, dancing for his life. Coming in, getting ready to dive this cart. Looks like the cart was slowed down a little bit. Style getting extremely aggressive on this game. So definitely some change in gameplay from UNSC, but the aggression is definitely working for them.
So looking at overall scores right now, got Steldev leading for his team. Fathead leading for Luke. Top killer right now though, Swervo. Just absolutely killing it. She's got
a menace.
65-43.
Great work. Is it taken out there by Style right now? Looks like we do have 2 UNSC members by this jelly room here. Style jumping back for that health pack. Willow coming in for the kill, but is just dome shotted by Style there, unfortunately. So Style waiting for this health pack, getting set up for the next push of this team. Granted, the whole time though, I believe that cart was moving, or I should say the majority of that time. So good disruption in the end by Willow and his team to make sure that cart got some motion. Nice peek by Willow. They are back on cart. 5 minutes as they're getting ready to turn this bend.
Crusader just everywhere here. Bouncing back and forth, finally taken out. Man, the cart's
movement
really
by him.
struggling here though. UNSC putting up a pretty decent hold.
It
At
is.
the end of
It
lab.
is. So Willow on cart. We are getting a dive in, bouncing back in and out off the cart. Crusader with the rocket does the cleanup. Single rockets at the moment, so now they're going to have to focus down Crusader. Great, nice switch to the pistol, Crusader. Good work. Unfortunately, does kill himself with the clear on the cart with the suicide bomb.
Ooh, Swervo getting a kill on Steldev with the cart, running him over. Not sure if that was intentional, but I always love to see that.
It happens to the best of us. At least he didn't jump into it. So Willow setting up here with his team. Looks like he randomly grabbed a staple. Don't know if he meant to do that. Unfortunately, it's taken up by Colton. UNSC getting ready for this next push to get back by the cart. But there was some good cart motion during this time frame. So it looks like Loop was just cleared out. We are getting one on the cart. Colton with some solid in there, gunning down the person who just got on. Looks like he's going to be a little bit aggressive. Does take one person out main rail, but now he sticks back here to get this
anticipation
health
on the
back.
rail too. Nice tag
Yep.
by Colton.
Real
Going
quick
for
tag.
another cart clear.
Fathead, great work. Gets 1 kill, gets 2 kill, pulls 2 UNSC members into the corner, but as no one was on the cart during, unfortunately, that moment. Not Gollum, quick forward back dash, gets the clear, getting ready to dive in here. Goes against 2 different UNSC members, keeps doing the dash in for that peek. Oh, was caught reloading. Somehow staying alive, Not Gollum, finally is cleared. Fathead avenges him towards the end, comes in here, grabs his dash, and is getting set up to push towards the enemy dash. Sneaking that away and getting some disruption done.
However, cart has not been moving. Loop struggling to put some people on cart.
Yep, good call. They did just get 2 on, but immediately got wiped.
Yeah, they gotta get set up and they gotta get bodies on cart, or they're not gonna get to
Agreed.
this 89%. They haven't even reached the slowdown point yet.
That's true. Yeah, we're at 3 minutes here. I want to say that UNSC was already around this corner. Looks like we are getting some motion on the cart right now. Willow coming in for some disruption, slowing down the UNSC member Colton, who does end up getting the clear, grabbing the dash, and here we go, dash onto the cart. So we've got 2 UNSC members diving in right now. Fathead getting the clear on the backside of the cart, but Crusader and the rest of his team doing a good job getting those heavy weapons clears. So Crusader is getting set up here. We do have 1 disruptor. Might be, oh, that's Willow. So during this time, yes, he did have one of his teammates on the cart, which is great there. Cart is finally cruising. We're at 220. We're about to make this turn on the around the bend. Getting around this bend is a big...
Huge party bus here by Loop, realizing just how much time they need to make up. And huge cart battles. Cart's still moving. Multiple Loop still going on. I'm not sure what's going on with UNSC, but...
I mean, that was some amazing play around the cart.
That was.
Trying to get those, yeah, Fathead trying to get those guns turned, but no, great play by Loop, I should say, apologies. They triple stacked, almost quadrupled on the cart. The second they saw someone die, had some jumping on and jumping off, so a lot of dancing. UNSC was thankfully jumping on cart, trying to slow it down, but still they just kept cruising. Fathead coming in here, fighting for his life. Crusader does get the clear on him. Looks like UNSC is finally getting set up again.
Man, I am loving the energy going on right now. You see every battle, just everyone moving in real life and just trying to get those kills. Everyone's trying super hard.
Oh yeah,
here.
you can totally see it and feel it in this game right now.
The intensity is palpable.
Crusader is just dancing his way around this map, but they do get the clear on Crusader, which is big as he was the rocket user. Looks like we do have somebody on the cart right now. Oh, but they do get cleared. Yeah, good
but
clear
no one
by
on cart.
UNSC.
Not Gollum getting a free push there for a second.
Yep, no, and every inch counts, man. So we've got a minute 10. They got to get up this hill, and this is a tough minute 10 because right now they've probably got 4, maybe 4 more group ups, and they really need to clear in a solid 2 or 3 push to make this time up.
Moving.
Now pushing
Oh
into
man, UNSC have got to put people on cart. Look at how close that is.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be super close.
And once again, Fathead getting a little bit of free motion, so UNSC is jumping on the cart right afterwards, but still, you know, there are a bunch of inches they've gotten during this whole time frame. If they had someone on cart, it might not have gotten this far. Sorvo jumping in, getting a quick kill. Does get taken up by Crusader. Loop, where are you guys at? Are they jumping in? Oh, got
Nice
a mid
type of
dash by Crusader. Yep.
Jump dashing off and on cart. Crusader getting work done here, holding down this cart. They got time for 1, maybe 2 good pushes here. This is gonna be so close.
All it takes is 1. Very close, very close. So gotta push that, gotta take out this rocket user. Willow with the first quick kill. Saldev getting set up. Saldev's max.
Do we have a clear?
Because
It looks like we got a clear here.
He's gonna
Luke
keep shooting.
getting across
Oh,
and winning the map.
Let's go.
Last second push. Excellent job by Luke taking the map. But just look at like how close this is. Just
Yep.
how evenly matched these teams are.
Are they getting the overtime? They are getting a little bit of
did it.
overtime. I think that was a 2 or 3K on the card, at least 2. Loop wins.
Oh, man.
No more overtime. But 91% to 89%. Loop really coming back strong.
And look, Crusaders pointing out just how close that was. Man, that was insane work by both teams. Wow,
Yeah, great
that was
play.
perhaps the
super
best,
even match.
best of best I've seen this season yet.
That
All right,
was
looking
fantastic.
at let's see, final scoreboard here. We got Style Dev leading the map, or leading his team, 8,900, 72 and 60. Top fragging those Colton, 77, 63. Over on Loop's side, we got Fathead, both top fragging and top scoring for his team, 79, 64. Closely followed by Swervo, 78, 61. But
Great work. Fantastic work by both teams. Interesting to see the different spots in the map where each team was a little bit more powerful and more coordinated. But in the end, you know, it was a game of inches, right? Every time that Loop had someone on that cart getting those double, triple stacks, it all made the difference. And UNSC not having someone on cart, giving up those inches.
might have lost them the map, unfortunately. But
I believe so. But UNSC did do a fantastic job party busing nonstop.
did. Both
Yeah,
teams
so
realizing where the objective is and going for that win. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, so great match overall. It's fantastic. Yeah, really wanted to be here to calm this map because I knew it was going to be definitely a good one. So looks like we see 2 people subbing out, or maybe just taking a quick break on the Loop side. I wonder if UNSC is going to jump out or not. So Assaultus Maximus is back, and looks like we have a sub in for Jake Wolf.
Yeah.
So Jake Wolf is in.
Yeah, Jake
tearing
Wolf's
the
got
pubs.
that Yeah, he's a domination player. He's got that fast fire rate and good movement. So, yeah, we'll looking forward to see what he can bring to the table here.
Yeah, no, and that was a great match. That was a super pumped up
Incredible.
match.
Yeah.
Definitely great to watch.
I
You know,
can't wait
live
to go
what was
back and
happening.
like pick out those style dev clips. I can think of 2 highlights, like cart clears and shot clears, and then the water and getting run over by the cart. I want to see bloopers and highlights about style dev.
Yeah, the card defense was
I
solid
want
too. I
everyone
think-
to tag him too. I want
Yeah,
everyone to miss this.
tag style div.
Cannot
Go
wait.
find this clip it, drop it into the blooper section and the highlights section because he's definitely got some good ones. But for me, the best one was when he dove on car. I think he took out 2 or 3 people on car while holding it up the whole time.
Managing to survive for like seconds. It felt like an eternity there. Probably only like 3-4 seconds, but man, really big.
3-4
impact there.
seconds on cart with 3 people trying to shoot you. That is a
You
long
just don't
time.
see that. You just don't see that.
No, it's usually an insta kill. So no, definitely fantastic work. But yeah, I guess right now we are moving on
Everyone
to
tag him
Quarry.
too. I want-
So different style of map, different style of playing. Most of the people watching this game right now are most likely in Dash League, but for those of you that aren't, this is going to be a domination style map. There will be 3 buttons, one at each base and one at a neutral position in the middle of the map. There is a main pathway through B, which is the middle button, and then there's also a tunnel underneath with the dash pickup. So interesting to see how the strategy is going to be for each team. Are we going to see rockets defending? Are we going to see aggressive rockets? Or what are we going to see on B? Is it going to be 1 or 2 people trying to hold B? Or are we going to see a flood of people going through B and maybe 1 person trying to hold tunnels, maybe with a rocket once again because it's UNSC? So interested to see what each team does in this map. Let's see you pulling in our second drone back from outer space.
I like to see kind of how the teams, where they choose to like talk. You know, do they choose the planning room or do they stand out in the middle?
That's pretty funny because we, most of the time on my team, we'll be sometimes in the middle, but when we're trying to do serious strat talk, we're like, hey, get in the conference room, let's go. It's this serious talk time. So now it looks like these guys are just kind of getting warmed up. I do see 1 person that sure looks like they might have dropped out from UNSC, so don't know if we're going to get a sub on their side as well as of right now. Oh, so already we see 4th jumping in. So
Long
4th
sight line.
style.
It'll set
Yep.
up probably hold down the tunnel too. 4th is deadly in tunnel.
Yes. Yeah,
Not
I've seen a
someone I
bunch in
would-
tunnel.
Yeah, not someone I would want to go up against in tunnel. He'll pick you off
Yep.
if you're not careful.
He will get you with his accuracy that he has. So we'll see what he has to do in this game. Interesting to see, how Loop is going to play.
Aw.
Are they going to be ultra aggressive? Are they going to try to set up and do coordinated pushes? I feel like Quarry wasn't a map that was played very much in the first 2 seasons. Everyone kind of avoided Quarry until they put that tunnel in. It wasn't really a map that people wanted to play. So I feel like the meta for this map is still evolving, unlike the payloads and the waterways we've been playing nonstop for multiple seasons at this point.
And it's funny, it's just with the amount of core that's been played this season, we're still seeing people play it almost completely different each time. It's such a versatile map. It's starting to grow on me. I feel like it's a map where you just have to know how to play it. You gotta know your routes. You gotta know where the enemy is gonna likely pop out. Gotta know those corners, those camping positions.
The corners, there's so many
Those
corners. Yeah, I'll call out Lumi. I think was one of the guys who had a lot of good corner peeks on Arc when we played against him. So if I remember correctly, he was pretty strong.
Yeah.
Pretty strong on Quarry with the way he peeks and the way he plays it. So and definitely it's interesting because it can be, which I once again thinking about Lumi, he can be tucked in a corner in your base and he's not even attacking you, and then waiting for your friends to call out that you got B and C and then go push that A button. So Quarry can be super aggressive, but there can also be some coordination and strategy here, and you can slow the game down. So I'll be interested to see what happens. But granted, we have seen some ultra fast games being played on this map. I want to say we have like a sub 2-minute win on this map so far, kind of similar to Waterway. So it can go by pretty fast, or it could be, full 25 minutes and there's 2 points scored. So we will see when these guys are going to get started. It looks like we have 22:30 on the clock. Granted, I don't remember exactly when we jumped into the lobby. Usually teams do have 10 minutes to kind of strat talk, take a break, grab a glass of water, do whatever you need, get a sub before they jump into the next map. So most likely everyone here is sitting there talking about what exactly they're going to be doing on Quarry, who's going to be going to B, who's pushing the tunnels. Are they going to be flexing people back and forth? Are they going to overload tunnels or B? I remember playing against, are you guys, Kastle, in a scrim where that happened, where everyone just started flooding tunnels or flooding B. So interested to see what kind of stress these teams pull out.
And it also depends how far along you are too. Like early on, do you want to get more routes to their base? You might put more people in tunnel, and then late game when you really need to hold down a point, maybe you're like a point or two above the other team, you're just trying to run down the clock, or you're just gonna hold a button, maybe at B or even your own base. So there's a lot of dynamics that can go into play here.
That's true. The turtle game was developed a lot last season. I want to say that might have happened to my team once, and I think that I've seen it in a couple other games as well. That's where potentially utilizing that rocket might not be a bad thing. Having that rocket sitting there just pummeling the button. Downside is if you're only defending your base and you get cleared, that is going to be a tough
Huge,
game
yeah.
at that point, and you're probably not going to get the clear after that point.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
We
so
got
it
a
looks
little
like Loop.
pep talk here.
Yeah, a little
Luke.
powwow.
Are we gonna see all hands in?
Yeah, maybe. Jake Wolf getting ready here. He's getting psyched up.
Hello.
Willow blowing kisses to the camera.
Fathead also, or no? He's giving me the finger.
He's
Classic
probably no,
Fathead.
yeah. He's trying to show
Classic
you the
Fathead.
middle one. Yeah, of course. Thank you,
But yeah,
Fathead.
let's get started with that. Let's go.
Thank you for the colorful commentary, Fatheads. We got UNSC versus Loop. Let's get set up right now. UNSC on the red side, and Loop is on the blue side. Let's go. And it looks like they got the League Payload Mutator on just in case.
Oh, this is weird.
So following Fathead down to the tunnels, looks like UNSC does get that dash first. I'm just going to guess that was one of Crick's. He usually does it to me. Or Colton looks like he already is through, or unless that's Jake Wolf. Sorry, I'm having a problem seeing who we're following at the bottom here.
Yeah,
Looks like this.
Odd. Okay. So it should be. I might have to turn off the.
Yeah, I can see it's one up crit right now. Through the different.
Yeah, it looks like it somehow got stuck to the other person down there.
Okay, that's fine. I can see through it. So right now we're following one up crit. He's holding down B at the moment. Looks like he has one other team member in there waiting for him right now. UNSC does have their own button and B button. So I see two members coming in right now. Looks like we got one kill on Loop, and they are getting ready to do a push working into this alleyway. Right now, though, it looks like Loop did get behind them, and someone did get B button. Right now, UNSC did just get B button back, getting ready to push into Loop space right now. So we might see a quick push for a point, unless Loop can get them cleared out right now. Style Dev going on another tear. Now we are following Fathead getting set up in the tunnels. Looks like he is just bypassing all of the different UNSC team members that he's looking at right now. EM Dibs does go back. I'm sorry, that Style Dev does go back, gets the kill on him, starts pushing into tunnels, and I totally missed the countdown. UNSC gets the first point right now.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to the default here. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry about
Unfortunately,
that.
I can't hear game sound, so I don't know when the countdown happens unless I'm looking.
But early point by UNSC, kind of showing their domination here. And this is what my prediction was. UNSC is a really strong Quarry team, just in the first minute and a half. Already a point.
Yep, and Style Dev playing ultra aggressive this round. Looks like he is coming in. Saltus Maximus gets the clear. Looks like we did have a small point opportunity right there, but Saltus Maximus is getting finally taken up by fourth. Set up with the stock here, aiming down in his own base, trying to make sure that Luce is cleared out. Fourth does come in, get the clear. Looks like all UNSC needs is B right now. Loop finally does come in, gets C and B. So they are, looks like they are cleared down, getting ready for the next push. Valdev getting work done. 1, 2. Oh, doesn't get the second kill. Nogolem does come in, avenges his friend, and is now getting ready to push down into those tunnels. It looks like UNSC does hold both bases, their base and B base at the moment. Nogolem diving in here, trying to get a button press for his team. Looks like he got caught on the rail, does not get the button press. Fourth just sitting here by this button playing defense. So I'm wondering if they're going to see any kind of defensive play from UNSC now that they've got this first point, or whether they're going to keep pushing and going hard.
No, they're pushing. Yeah, like Quad likes to mention, unless you absolutely have to, you do not want to play defensively. You want to go all out for that button.
Agreed. Yeah, it's, you gotta be aggressive. You gotta get out there. It's a fast game. Saltus Maximus set up for in the tunnels, getting ready to do a push. His team does have A and B, but is quickly taken out by 2 or 3 UNSC team members, all tucked there, waiting for him to dive through. Fourth getting set up, sneaking his way through the tunnels. Did not even see where that Loop team member was. Quickly taken out by Style Dev as he's getting ready for the next push for his team. Saltus Maximus gets the clear, getting set up in tunnels right now. Looking at the small mini-map, I do see EM Doug getting some work done in the alleyway. Fathead also getting set up, pushing towards B at the moment.
Yeah, there's been a big battle on B here. Just constant trades back and forth.
Yeah, I see a lot of focus on B and tunnels. It looks like they might be flexing people back and forth. Looks like Fourth has been hitting tunnels every time. One up crit, flowing through this base, bypassing people, hitting buttons. Oh, missing buttons. Gets one kill, gets taken out by Golem. So it looks like EM Dubs is diving here next, trying to get this next button press. We might get a countdown by UNSC, but looks like we do have Willow and his team that did get the clear, as they now take B button and start getting ready for the next push.
Blue pushing into B here now. Looks like they do get the win here for possession of B.
Nice work.
UNSC just flooding straight in.
They are flowing in for sure. Just like you said, don't let EM Dubs get next to you.
And Dubs, nice headshot there to take possession of B for UNSC.
Yeah, but not just a headshot, but a snap turn headshot.
Exactly.
Fortunately, his buddy stealing that dash, but he's getting ready for the push in here. Probably looking for some health pack. Looks like loot member is on B. Did get position of that button. 2 people diving in once again. More headshots by EM Dubs.
Another countdown by UNSC.
Oof, is countered once and then twice. From what I could see, since I can't hear it. Jake Wolf coming in, holding down this window, getting ready to set up this dash. Looks like there's one UNSC member hiding in the tunnel area underneath B. 2 people coming in the alleyway. UNSC team member is taken out. Looks like the game is starting to slow down just a little bit. UNSC did have that great first point, but we do have a lot of back and forth at the moment.
Countdown briefly there by Loop, but they don't have many people set up towards UNSC's base, so Jake wisely pulling back here with third group up.
Yeah,
Nice
good
tag
pullback.
by Jake there.
Yeah, good sub in Loop. Jake is definitely getting his work done. So Loop has maintained B for a decent amount of time here. Jake probably looking for that health back. There he goes. And they are now getting set up for the next push, but looks like we do have UNSC, just like you said, flying in here super fast. They did get to B. Looks like Jake Wolf was trying to get back to the button, but unfortunately EM does just dive in and take him out. So only one button left, and if we get one more button pressed by UNSC, we're going to see our next countdown.
UNSC getting ready to push into Luke's base. We see a brief countdown there, but a little counter at B by Luke. And Luke managed to get, I think, a hold of their base again. Yes, they do get possession of their base back. Quickly looking at score. Right now we got top scoreboard, M Dubs leading for UNSC, top fragging as well, and Fathead 21 and 13. And briefly was top scoring as well. Countdown by UNSC, but we get a counter there at Loop's base.
Yeah, it's a nice counter, and yeah, Fathead definitely getting the kills, not pushing as many buttons, but definitely getting work done for his team. EM Dubs, nice long range battle there. Saltus Maximus trying to maintain his base control, pushing out to B. Sees someone diving into the upper area by the rockets, is cleared up by one of his teammates, and Saltus Maximus now joining Buddy and diving into the tunnels.
Loop have really been struggling this map. UNSC has just been constantly pushing up, being aggressive. Loop trying to get their hold in all these areas.
Agreed. Nice shot by Maximus there. Great laser to the headshot. Does get a quick 2K. Now it's 2K. We're going to get to this button real quick here. Oh, it's quickly taken up by Fourth, playing a kind of base defense and tunnel pusher. So getting set up in the basement. Interesting to see not Golem on the other screen. Is he going to push in or is he waiting for Fourth? Oh, countdown by Loop.
Oh, and it is! Fourth just seconds away. Just seconds away from being able to counter. Loop coming back with their own score. We now have a 1-1 tied game.
Nice work, nice work. That's what I want to see. Diaper match. All right, so now we got a fresh game here, 1-1. Things are evening out. Looks like, Loop just caught them in a bad moment, and we're able to get that button clear. Another countdown, Fourth in here for this base defense. Fourth does get it. Yeah, dual counter, A and B. Nice work, UNSC. But we are seeing some more aggression here from Loop. Looks like they're turning up the speed dial a little bit here. Not trying to get S set up for these pushes and just kind of continues.
Yeah, it looks like Loop are finally able to counter UNSC's aggression here, pushing back with their own. Sometimes that's all it takes, just a couple minutes, just kind of get used to how the other team's playing the routes, the positions, and if you can figure it out, that can get you the win.
That definitely can. Styled up diving in here, getting a couple good dashes. Almost stayed alive, was cleared by Knock Golem. Not Golem setting up right now. Loop does have C and B button, but Fourth is diving in here, getting ready for a button press. Or apologies, pushing underneath the base towards the shotgun room. Now he was about to go towards that button, but unfortunately is taken out very quickly. Staldev holding down this tunnel area, getting ready for the next push. Right now his team only has A, but they do just get B. We're going to get a countdown. We are. Is quickly countered. Multiple team members diving in here. Jake will coming in, clearing out Staldev. And another countdown is finally cleared. And looks like another countdown by UNSC. Jake Wolf, get there. He got there.
I think they're all looking at each other, wondering who's going to hit that button there. Worried me a bit for a second.
Yeah, no, great job there. Had me my heart stopped for a moment.
A little bit, yeah. I was a little confused too. Multiple loot just staring at a red button. Another UNSC countdown.
Here we go, UNSC countdown. No one's on B right now, but looks like they do get the counter at C. Can't see anything more on B right now.
And that's the second point. Jake Wolf just barely unable to get. I think we saw a button hold there.
There was a button hold by EM Dubs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good button hold.
So good button hold. Yeah, I was watching on B. I saw one there. I wasn't seeing the minimap. So, all right, quick counter by UNSC. Things are definitely heating up. 15 minutes, 20 seconds left. So we got our first 3 points in about the first 9.5 minutes. So let's see how the aggression continues. EM Dubs diving in here to B. Do you see 2 loot members that were jumping into B? 1 taken out, 2 taken out. Good teamwork there by UNSC. And here we go. Now they're already just pushing in.
Likely another countdown here. Are they going to be able to hold it?
Laser by EM Dubs.
Oh, last second counter though. But UNSC still in the area.
Here we go.
Multiple
another countdown. Are you going to get to it? Get to that button. Holy goodness, not Golem.
Nice
well played,
play by
sir.
Loop. Man,
nice work.
You know they were, you know their hearts are pounding after that one.
My heart's pounding just watching them. This game's been nuts. Solid matchup between these 2 teams.
But yes, Arctic making a really important comment there. Make sure to like this video so we get that promotion up for this channel.
Exactly. 100%. Please do. If you're watching, thumbs up. Tell your friends. Tell your mom.
Fathead coming, rocking those SMGs in the tunnel there.
Dual SMGs. SMG meta incoming.
Which is interesting. You normally would see Saltus Maximus with SMGs.
Yep, Saltus Maximus diving in, getting that button press in the enemy base. Is quickly taken out. His team did not have B at the moment, so they did not get the countdown. Fourth, grabbing the dash, getting set here to dive into. Oh wow, who was that? Not Golem.
Nice tag by Fourth, though.
Just sneaking in there.
Dash pickup, though. Yeah, I didn't even see him.
He just popped out of nowhere. But
great work. At least take the dash pickup.
Exactly.
Now that's by huge. UNSC. Is this gonna be it? No, last second counter.
Oh man. Here we go. Counter at C, counter at B. And good dual counter by Luke, and they are pushing out hard. Yeah, get there, guys. Let's go. I want to see a second point by Luke here. Let's go, boys. But UNSC's been doing such a great job, just holding down this map so far. Looks like the point that Loop got was solid, but might have caught UNSC a bit off guard. UNSC definitely playing a hint stronger at the moment, but I'm seeing some good coordination from Loop right now, getting set up for their next push.
Countered. Red takes A.
Colton getting that counter in possession of B.
Solid game. 13 minutes left, 13-14. Currently we have UNSC with 2 points, Loop with 1. We're looking to see Luke get the second point to get us to maybe a sudden death matchup or just a solid 3-2 victory. Granted, I want to see that control point too, so go out. Let's go, UNSC. Get it done. Yeah, I love some control point.
A high stakes control point.
Oh yeah, because it always is high stakes, that's for sure. Loop countdown on
UNSC. Clear though.
Ooh, good clear. Yep, good clear, good counter. Counter. So looks like one of Crit's getting set up here, getting ready to dive into the tunnels.
UNSC countdown. And a counter. Countdown, counter.
Lots of action here. So interesting to see 1UP was first going in the tunnels, but then he decides to opt and go to B. He's pushing through this alleyway right now, getting super aggressive going to the base, gets 1 kill, going for the second, gets the button press, starts the countdown. Someone gonna get to that button, they do get the clear. Willow dancing around this button, trying to stay alive. 2 of his members coming next to him, get him some help, and is able to get out of there. Willow pushing into B. Looks like UNSC has B locked down at the moment. Waiting for people to dive in through one of these windows, left and right hand side. Looks like somebody was just pushing out to the alley.
Good
1, 2 coming in.
Yeah, waiting for Jake Wolf. Wins them that possession.
Nice work.
Good moment of game sense by Willow.
Here we go. Once again, Willow just diving past the other team member. Unfortunately, he's taken up by 1UP Crit, standing by the button. Jake Wolf gets a good counter on B. Diving in, grabbing that button. Oh, but just doesn't get it before he's taken out. Fathead avenges his teammate. And is diving into the alleyway now, getting ready for the next push.
Ahead, getting ready for a push. Hopefully he waits for some of his
Red
teammates.
takes C. Blue takes
It
B.
looks like yes, kill and manages to nab that dash pickup.
Yeah, great work, great headshot. Colton getting some dancing down in his own alleyway. Willow is unfortunately taken
Red
out,
takes B.
and Colton is getting set up to push into B.
Blue takes B.
The Fathead pushing into B as well right now. A little bit of a head tilt there, getting the head dodge in. A little bit of battle in here by the shotgun room. Fathead does take him out. Loop holding down B right now. We've got 11 minutes left. I saw multiple times where UNSC has taken both team bases, so UNSC is constantly pushing in.
Fathead had control of B there, so. Yeah, the
Yeah,
battle's
great,
really been at B. Both teams.
Yeah, not a lot of that, not as much action in the tunnels. You're right. You know, it's tough. You get stuck in the tunnels and a countdown happens. It's it's difficult.
It's not good, yeah.
It's not good. So, you know, if you don't have that dash pickup, that can make all the difference. Colton gets a good kill there. Takes out Fathead, waiting for this health pack, trying to get a sight line, shooting at the button.
Colton getting
Gets a
lot of
good
work done.
kill.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Red takes C.
Did Colton take himself
Red
out, or did
takes
Cameron
B.
just not switch?
Blue takes B.
Ooh, nice clear by Willow. It's rocking the double shotguns here, taking possession of B. But UNSC went up
Red
crit,
takes
take him
B.
out and get himself possession of B.
Red takes B.
Nice work. Good backdashes by one crit there.
Blue team scores.
Definitely.
Down by Luke.
Counter.
Oh, loop countdown.
Blue
Fathead holding down. Oh, we do have a counter at A though. Another countdown. Another counter.
But I think they
Countdown
struggled
counter.
to
Here we go.
hold UNSC's base though.
Red takes B.
So Luke does have B. Willow is setting up in the alleyway. Looks like somebody's diving into B right now.
Red takes
They are quickly
B.
cleared out. EM Dubs was taken out. Willow getting set up, hovering over this health pack.
Well, in a tough position here. Taken
Yeah.
out by Colton. Nice work. Possession of B goes to UNSC currently.
Red
Loop, however,
takes A.
holding, for a moment, they're holding both their own base and Loop's base. Or
Red
UNSC's
takes
base.
A.
Yep, and right now, oh yeah, once again, another second there. So Loop being more aggressive. I'm wondering if they're sending more people through the tunnels right now, since we're not seeing as much on B, since it looks like UNSC is heavily pushing through B at the moment. 8:55 left in this game. Jake Wolf getting set up in this alleyway, getting ready to push into B.
Blue takes B.
Looking down on this
Red
smaller map, Willow is also pushing into B right now, so we have two loops on the B.
Counter.
Countdown, but
Blue takes C.
Loop counter B.
Red takes B.
Good B control, you know, and this makes a big difference. Being able to hit that button
Blue takes A.
will definitely save you in key moments. Getting stuck in the tunnels there was not going to be helping you out too much.
Blue takes A.
UNSC
Red
is pushing
takes
down,
A. Blue
holding down B at the moment. Style Dev
counter.
here waiting for this dash pickup. Does come here, retakes B,
Red takes
dancing
A.
with Loop team member, trying to take him out, grabs a health pack, getting set up here underneath.
Blue
And looks like he's
counter.
just sneaking his way through the bottom of B.
B.
Style Dev staying alive,
Blue team countered.
pushing near the shotgun.
Does
he get one kill?
Multiple Loop players. Loop holding
Oh!
possession of B though.
2 kill.
Important possession by
Oh,
Loop
sorry.
here because they don't have their base currently.
Yeah, exactly. A good kill by Style, but then clean up by Willow.
Red
Looks like
takes
Loop
C.
does have their base again, holding both B and C. Once again, they lose their base. Willow having to hold down B, tucked in a corner, waiting to see someone dive past him. Some people dancing, some head motions. Style Dev and a teammate holding down B at the moment. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. 2-1 UNSC currently up. Waiting for that next big push.
UNSC getting ready to push.
Red
Yep,
team
Style Dev grabbing that
Countdown.
dash.
Red counter.
UNSC countdown.
Red team.
We see a point here.
scores. Countered. Red team.
Get there,
Loop
get
locked
the
it down the
Maximus.
base.
Countered.
Let's go. Get on it, Loop. Hold it down. Saw this Max was getting work done. Colton jumping in here, grabbing this health pack, or I guess he thought he needed it, but he didn't.
I think Colton's the
One
last
up.
one in the area too. Loop playing a little bit on their heels here, trying to push out and get some space.
Yeah,
But
thankfully they did get
UNSC
the clear.
Constantly flooding in. Another UNSC countdown.
EM Dubs
Button
diving in. Are
hold.
they going to get there?
Oh, last second by
Three-
Nakalim.
three- Oh my goodness.
gosh.
Got it on B. Got it on C. Good double counter. That means they sent someone to B, or they had one peeking, waiting for that. Saltus Maximus getting ready to push into tunnels. I see 2-3 Loop members coming into tunnels. Saltus trying to get a kill here.
Loop getting
Thankfully
possession of
saved
both
by his
tunnel.
friend.
Red team.
Ooh, UNSC
Countered.
countdown. Saltus stuck in tunnel.
Red team.
Get there,
Sweating.
buddy.
Countered.
Sweating
Oh,
here.
counter on B.
Blue takes
Nagalim
A.
getting possession of UNSC's
Red
base
takes
for a
A.
moment.
Yep, saw that. Loop had both A and C bases.
They think they lost it.
Some aggressive spawn camping by Loop there.
Blue
I was wondering, I was like, what base are we in right now? Seeing every.
They don't have B though. Currently, they only have their own base, I believe.
Yep, and while, you know, great work though, you did go in there, steal the dashes. You're going to slow that team down a bit. This Maximus though, definitely smelt somebody in his base and wanted to get that cleared on UNSC with a quick
Blue takes C.
point, but looks like it was cleared or countered, I should say, very quickly by a Loop. And we're getting set up. We got 5 minutes, 55 seconds left for the rest of this match. This one is going the distance so far, but we'll see what happens.
Solstice, nice double pick. Going for a triple.
Blue team.
Still getting worked on. Gets the double. Gets the button. Does he get the dash? He does. Comes
Nice
back to
headshot.
the button, gets a kill. Gets that
Solstice
button.
going
Gets the next
crazy
kill.
here. Finally taken out after a 3K.
Style there for the cleanup there. Much needed. Loop members dancing all through this base. Jake Wolf finally getting taken out by Style Dev. Loop's coming in hard at this moment. They got 5 minutes and 25 seconds
countdown.
to win this game. Loop countdown. Hold
Only
that button.
fourth with the clutch counter.
Big
Another
save
countdown
by
though.
Fourth.
But oh, looks like UNSC's whole team's up. Fourth.
Wow.
Saving them that point there.
Because he saved you guys.
Man,
Great work by
props to
Fourth.
fourth. Yeah.
Yep, saves the team from getting tied up, so still 5 minutes. So UNSC still in the lead.
And that's
Ooh.
extra impressive considering that fourth uses a stock, so he doesn't have a lot of hand mobility. Being able to
No,
take the tag and hit the button while dashing.
Yeah, that is not easy.
Counter.
And people who say that, you know, using a stock is easy, it is not. It's its own skill. So, you know, it's definitely not an easy thing to pull off. So he's definitely got to be precise with his motion that he can pull off. So
Everything, yeah.
fourth is tucked in here, trying to be sneaky, waiting to get that button. He does get the press. He's tucked back here in the corner. Oh, he was taken up by Knock Column though. Once again, knew somebody was sneaking around his base.
Getting
Probably
crazy
hurt.
countdown by Loop.
Oh, here we go,
And a
Loop.
button hold,
Countered.
but full
Here we go.
UNSC team there, just waiting to counter.
Yep, I had to sneak down and look at the lower map from EM Dubs. Looks like Knock Column is coming in here, trying to get off that rail to grab these dashes. So did you steal both the other team's dashes? Going in, grabs the rocket. Here we go. Some
Brother
aggressive rocket
survived,
play.
taken out by fourth.
He is taking about fourth. Fourth doing good job base defending for his team. Right now we're at 4 minutes, so you know UNSC might become a little bit more defensive if they're just
They
going to try
are,
to hold on their
yeah.
button.
It looks like Loop have really started pushing up.
Count red team.
UNSC countdown. Are they going to hold it? Oof. Taken back at Loop's base.
Countered.
So it looked like they were being defensive, but then all of a sudden we got a count by UNSC, so definitely can't count them
That's
out.
how, yeah, that's how quickly things can switch back and forth. You gotta be careful.
We got 3 minutes 40 left.
Blue takes
UNSC still in the lead at the moment. We need at least 1 point from Loop to get ourselves to a sudden death. If UNSC does take this map, then we will go to control point. So either way, I'm happy, I feel like.
Fourth,
Fourth, get a kill. Yep, good shot. Knock Column getting ready here, taking this dash. About to dive into the enemy base, just completely bypasses
Blue team.
UNSC.
Countered.
Looks like Loop is getting a countdown. Another button press.
It's an interesting choice by not Gollum not to shoot, staying button focused, but it might have been a poor decision on his part to have gotten a couple kills.
Yeah, I think he had their backs to them, right?
Yeah, he
Or they
did,
had their
he
backs
did.
to him. Yeah, he could have gotten the back shots, but hey, you know, sometimes heat of battle, you gotta just make those split-second
Oh, yeah.
decisions. I'm sure he'll be watching this replay afterwards. Knock Column getting set up in the caves here, or in the tunnel, I should say, waiting for the push. His team does have A and B, so he can actually push in and get it, but it looks like one up crit and one other UNSC member are waiting outside the tunnel. It's just clearing him out as he comes up the hill.
Both teams here have been playing for over 20 minutes, now. They have to be starting to get fatigued here. Can you just imagine like the sweat pouring down their headsets?
Oh yeah, no, definitely lots of sweaty tryhard going on right now.
But
One
the
up
energy,
crit when the-
we're not seeing the energy slow down one bit, so
not at all. No,
kudos to
they're
both
flying.
teams.
Yep, and this takes a lot more out of you than you think. You know, you think it's
UNSC
probably
countdown.
tiring. Here we
Oh,
go.
but Willow with the counter and rushing to the base to get 2 buttons. And a counter Loop countdown. Are they going to be able to hold the base?
Red takes
Loop, Willow alone though. Unfortunately not getting too much support from this team.
EM Dubs pushing here on the left-hand side is quickly taken out by Willow. We got 1:51 seconds left. Loop is in a must-score situation right now. If they do not get a point, this game is going to be going to UNSC, and we're going to control point.
At this point, it's almost a consideration for UNSC just to kind of hold a single point. they pushing up, kind of spreading the resources might be a little bit risky for them. So if they could hold B and their own base,
Blue takes A.
Yeah, that's more than enough at this point.
but Loop are pushing.
Counter.
Countdown, Loop.
Counter, though, by one
Oh,
upgrade.
gets the counter. Yeah, gets the counter A, gets the counter B. You know, definitely a little bit more button holding from Loop might have been potentially getting them some of these points. It's still pretty tough to say, but oh, one up crit just hiding in a corner. Gets
Dashing
the
around
button
like
press.
a madman.
C.
Yeah, he is.
Red
Looking at
takes
him on the mini map right now. Jake Wolf, another partner, set up in the alleyway, getting ready to push. One up Crips just going like a madman in the base. Is finally taken up by Knock Golem. Style Dev pushing in, getting that button press. Right now, for a moment there, UNSC was holding both team bases. Fourth double SMGing.
Red takes A.
Gets taken up by Saltus Maximus. Style Dev diving into the tunnels here. Meeting Saltus Maximus and another teammate. Gets one pick. As of right now, Style is just pushing through.
Blue takes
No health
B.
pack. What's he going to do? Getting set up.
Red
And he's
Steals
going
the
for the button.
dash.
They're still going for the point.
I like it. I like how he steals the dash first, too. He's going to come get the second dash, or is a little bit sidetracked by the Loop member. Knock Golem does end up taking him out. Loop is holding both of the B and their base at the moment. UNSC just taking B, so I see two Loop members pushing through the tunnels now.
15
They've got
seconds.
15 seconds.
Last push by Loop here.
This
Last
is it.
opportunity.
10 seconds. Getting ready. They're going to get set up, but there's going to be some disruption happening, which is coming right now.
They gotta get
Looks
B.
like Golem comes in, gets that button.
Brief counter. Could
2
this
seconds
be it?
left.
Could this?
Countered.
Get on it.
And
Get on
no,
it.
there was a counter there. Unable to get that overtime.
Oh,
Hold.
no.
UNC take it.
Oh, wow. Yep, Not Golem. We feel it. You were there, but they had a counter at your base, buddy. I'm sorry. So great work.
All right. Looking at that final scoreboard, we got top score by one up crit with an astonishing 20,000 K there, and a 54-52 KD. Top fragging for see those M dubs with 63-55. Over on Loop side, we got Willow there, so both captains kind of showing the way for their team, showing objective orientation, going 19K. But Fathead killing it, 69. Funny number, but 69-51. I'm sure he's happy with that final kill for him. But just looking at the final score, 2-1, that goes to show just how evenly matched both teams are. You don't see many domination final results going to such a close match. So
Yeah, no, great work by both teams. 2-1, going the full stretch, 25 minutes. They're sweaty, they're tired, and now they get to go into a control point.
Oh man,
So, I've
This
not
is
seen a lot
on
of
the
control
wire.
points this year, but yeah, this is going to
so
be nuts.
close.
So now, who do we call? Because I don't think, have we seen either of these
this
teams
I
in the
have-
control point?
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know where this could go either way. Historically, you want to say that the domination winner will typically take the stadium just because of their button focus, but we know that Loop are a very strong waterway team, and they're
Mhm.
very objective oriented. They've got a very specific lineup for how they play. Typically, they'll put Knock Golem on that button there. Saltus will kind of flex those SMGs, those gold skins there, and go for kills, and then Willow, Jake, and Fathead will just run around like madmen, killing.
Yep. So we'll see what happens, because control point's super map. Control point is totally my favorite map. It's the only map where I ever have a chance at top scoring on my team. That's right, you guys heard me. For my buddies that are listening, but it's my only chance ever because I just stay around the button. So, but that button's going to get a lot of points. So we'll definitely know by the end of this map who was the most button centric or was there the most. Getting those kills off on the side will make a big deal. Going around, getting the other team's dash, pushing up on those sniper ledges. A lot of different tactics you can play in this map. But once again, like Quarry, this map has not been played that much, unfortunately. Even in pubs, a lot of people who choose control points. So there's a lot of opportunity here.
Especially in Dasher tier. We've seen a few control points in the Walker and Sprinter tier, but Dasher tier has been more definitive. So this will.
Yeah, I want to say it was Arc that took Team D to a control point, which was a super fun match to play.
Oh yeah, really interesting.
I believe they did. Yeah, I want to say one of the
Season
maps.
1?
Yep. So I think it was season 2.
Season 2. Okay.
Definitely really good play. The meta for this map has not changed a lot. Some people, speaking of rockets, some people have been trying to play rockets on this map, but honestly,
Yeah.
it just takes so long to get there.
It
And
does, and every second counts.
It
Every
counts
second.
a lot. Every single second. So yeah, it's going to be a short map. In the end, it's a race to 300. When we've been watching some of these matches, when we have had some control points, it's been interesting to see someone winning by like 40 seconds. and then all of a sudden, like somehow just getting a good hold, getting a good disrupt, and just
Second
crawling
wins.
back into the
Yeah.
game.
You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm super
Have to be on
psyched for this
every
control
single
point.
second. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's look at the matchup here. So it looks like Loop is going to leave, kind of like you were saying, the domination style team in. So we've got Knock Golem, Willow, Fathead, Saltus Maximus, and Jake Wolf. From UNSC, we have Style Dev, EM Dubs, Colton, One Up Crit, and wondering if they subbed out fourth for someone else, if maybe somebody else can be jumping in. So we'll
And
find
we'll
that
look
out
at
here.
Crusader, really well known for his dashing and his button focus, so he'll probably be all over that button.
Okay, that's definitely interesting. So,
Yeah.
you know, I can't say who's going to win. I really don't know. I think either way, we're probably going to see like a 300 to 275. That's what I'm hoping for this final. But anything can happen.
Yeah, who's going to be the 275? You know, we don't know.
You know, so I'll just say, you know, due to experience, I feel like UNSC should have the advantage in this moment. But I also know that Loop is a very team oriented, and they do play well together. So they may have an opportunity to be more button focused. But in the end, like you said, who's going to be getting the dashes? Who's going to be getting the kills? Who's going to make the space for their team to hold that button? So, yeah, super excited for this match. Looks like, yeah, we do have, like you said, Crusader is jumping in.
I'm
And
interested not seeing his Swaro being put back in for the control point. I know she's a huge button pusher. I know, so that's an interesting decision there. I wonder if it's just because, I mean, when you put people in, you sometimes want to keep people who are warm in. So I remember once they back on Onyx last season, they subbed me in for a control point after playing the first payload, and it was rough going from a control point, not playing the domination, and then going to a sudden stadium. I think is one of my.
oh, that's.
Not-
Did you were you in a pub staying warm the whole time, or were you just
I
kinda
was,
out in the
I
lobby?
was, but even if you are in a pub, like not being in the match sometimes can make a difference.
Oh yeah, no, I mean your adrenaline's pumping in this match. You know, people. I remember when I first started playing Hyperdash when Makers got me into it, and I was playing at pub. I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm not too bad. And he's like, yeah, wait till you get in the match, bro. It's a totally different speed.
Different feeling, yeah.
Totally different feeling, totally different speed. Pressure's on, adrenaline's pumping.
Exactly. Your hands start shaking a little more, and your game sense kind of gets lost to just routine and habit once you know what's at stake.
Yep, and the adrenaline pump. So
Exactly.
for those that have done other sports and you get the pre-game jitters, you learn how to deal with that. For others that, you know, this is the new competitive sport for them, it can take its toll on you. So, but whatever we're talking about doesn't really matter. UNSC versus Loop is starting right now. We're going to a control point. All right, and we are starting out watching Style Dev right now. I guess for the side camera, you can just take a look at the control point. That looks looking good. If you could tilt it up just a little bit. Perfect. Here we go. Looks like UNSC does take the first button press. Right now we're at 6-1, so already a small lead eking out for UNSC. Looks like Style Dev is taking up this side lane down the left-hand side, but Loop is coming back in and being more button focused. Does get a good hold there. Right now UNSC already pulling a small lead together, 11 and 12, but it looks like things are going pretty quickly though, back and forth. Looking at the button right now, UNSC is just holding, and I don't see a lot of people around the button right now. I'm seeing a lot of people tucked in corners, and that's not going to help you in this matchup. So as of right now, UNSC already has a 21 to 10 second lead. Not looking good for Loop right now. I'm sure Willow is screaming for people to get into position and start pushing that button. But like I said, not seeing as many people around the button as I'd be expecting at this moment. Yep, and Fathead coming in here. Double SMGing it, does stay alive for a decent amount of time. EM Dubs with that super fast fire rate does clear off the button. Right now we've got Crusader just dancing around the button right now. Good work by him. Willow just kind of sniping from the top here, but still, you know, this isn't getting the button pressed. And, you know, Colton diving in, just constantly staying around this button. So, interesting to see if the experience is kind of paying off for UNSC already. Jake Wolf doing some great job, though, kind of jumping in, swiping, getting that button. So, it looks like both teams are trying their best to stay focused on this button. One up waiting for the dash steal. So, just even in, you know, this past 20 seconds, we've seen a small swing. But it looks like Loop...
holding on to the lead here.
Yep.
So
And it
Loop
is
have got to
extending
get-
now.
Yeah, Loop have got to get back in this game.
Yeah, and we're seeing big chunks too of like 5 to 10 seconds for this game coming back. So right now UNSC already at a 60-35 lead. We got to see Loop getting around this button a little bit faster. And sometimes it's all about just getting to the button, because you want to sneak out, you want to grab a pickup, you want to grab a dash. I mean, sometimes you got to just get there.
Arrowhead in the comments saying how he gets rid of pregame jitters. Just having a beer. And you know what? I actually kind of agree with him. I sometimes will have a beer right before a really important match or something.
It definitely can loosen you up.
Yeah.
Welcome to my whole entire hockey team. But yeah, it looks like Colton is getting sitting up here, dancing around the button. I was about to say payload, and but look at this, like UNSC big stretches of time here.
And they're increasing the lead. They're still nearly double the points of Loop. I'm not
Yep.
sure what Loop is thinking right now, but they've got to get in the button. Looks like they're going for an aggressive push here to try to make up this deficit, but UNSC countering and getting set up. It looks like UNSC has really decently defined roles here, styled out with a long distance range. Well, I want to say Crusader here. Yeah, Crusader here rushing in towards button.
Yeah, so you see Not Gollum there, lowest KD, but is getting the most button presses, getting the most points. Style diving in here, but yeah, we've got to see a full shift by Loop right now.
Missed the button there.
He missed the button, that does happen.
Fortunately, yeah, teammate there to save him.
Constantly diving in, so Willow's definitely getting the button presses done for his team, but right now, only seeing a couple people diving that button, so this is making a big difference. Already 120 to 68. So UNSC continuing to push this lead out at this point. It's going to be tough for Loop to come back.
We have seen comebacks here, but man, imagine top presses going through Loop.
And looks like Blue is finally starting to dive in here. Loop focusing on that button, but once again, I'm seeing people sneaking, looking for kills, but it's just the button.
Looking away from the button a little bit. Yeah, UNSC just taking it from the side here, getting back control of the area.
Yep, and there was some decent, some action on the button from both teams. But then we've got UNSC just posted, sticking around this button. Loop diving in and out, Not Gollum. Jake Wolf getting work done. But still, Fathead, finally we're seeing him getting a button press, diving into the middle of this map. Not stated before, sorry, Fathead. But once again, Loop is just continuously getting work done.
So, surprisingly, no matter what the result of this, match is, or this map is, the MMR difference isn't going to be too large. Both teams with a really close win-loss. Even if UNSC does take this, they probably won't get very much MMR, unfortunately.
I see what you're saying. Due to the fact that it was basically a payload win, then a Quarry win 2-1, and then now... Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, the stadium here could win UNSC some decent points, so Loop really want to... Yeah, 80 point in the lead for Loop now, or UNSC now. This is not what they wanted to see at all.
Yep, the Saltus Maximus sitting with these SMGs and diving away from the button, and that's, that's helping them get kills on the button, only if someone's there pushing the button. You gotta stay on top of it.
To realize he's going back to the button here.
Yep, exactly. You just gotta keep pushing in, keep getting to that button. Hopefully you got maybe one or two guys getting the clears, but constantly right now UNSC keeps diving in. Loop looking like I'm seeing a few more people coming into the button every time. Fathead diving in here, getting some work done. But it's the leaving the button is what's the problem here, because right now while Fathead was gone, someone else diving got that button. He only had it for a couple seconds.
You see UNSC approaching the final stretch here, 100 points remaining, and keeping that 80-point lead.
Constantly, yep. Great work by UNSC. Very button focused. Not Gollum diving in non-stop. Willow trying to get on this button. Seen a lot of good work from each teammate, but as of right now, UNSC is just continuously holding this lead. But right now, looks like their Loop is getting a little bit of time back, but it might be a little bit too late.
Practically their entire team here, just around that button.
Yep.
It's paying off.
It's definitely paying off. But right now, Loop does get a good hold for a second there. Looks like we got a few people constantly focusing this button, so definitely some change happening on the Loop gameplay. So definitely happy to see that adjustment mid-game, which is not easy. Constantly swarming around this button, but...
Be a little bit too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, right now we're at 226 to 146, so UNSC only has about 74 points left to get, or actually seconds left, holding this button.
And no one's pushing it. Oh my gosh, the whole time I think they were trying to decide to push it, but they lost like 5 seconds there just looking at the button.
that happens to the best of us. Yeah, and that's a tough one. Jake Wolf coming and getting a big clear, getting some work done, staying in this button, tucking under this ledge. Valdiv knows someone's going to be peeking there, coming in, diving straight to this button, dancing on it, trying to hold it, getting multiple kills, or multiple shots, I'd say, in button presses. So, good work by him, just staying focused, one up crit, getting some work done around that button. Right now we're at 243, 162. So UNSC just pulling away in this lead right now.
Control point. Red team.
One up crit, diving in, getting work done, knocked Golem, gets the kill, hanging out by the button, pushing up to the sniper ledge, driving down by the dash, trying to take control, but, you know, Loop thankfully does get a small hold on this button, but UNSC just continuously diving in, getting that button pressed.
Still with that 80-point margin. Things are not looking great for Loop here.
Yep, right now we're at 260. I've definitely seen, you know, change in the way Loop is playing right now, but, you know, we still got to get more button focus. How long did it take to get those SMGs and get that button press and insta-death? So that's how, you know, that's how control point goes. You're in, you're hitting that button, you maybe stay alive for a second or two, but you're most likely going to die pretty quickly. Jake Wolf, though, gets at least 3 presses in there. Great work by him. EMDub just spraying, headshotting. Willow
He's
getting
starting
him
to hold the
hinging.
button down here. Maybe a little bit early here because it looks like Luke cleared them with that Colton tip.
Yeah, I think Willow just got a 3 or 4K while dancing on the button. Great job, Willow. Staying on this button, staying focused here.
Slightly cut down to 70, but with only 30 remaining for UNSC.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. All 25 seconds left. So, you know, definitely a good change by Loop. Good mid-game change, and looks like they are coming back and crawling their way back into this match. But unfortunately, it might be a little bit too late. Only 20 seconds left for UNSC. So, they got the gap down to 70. So that is a good job by Loop. Jake Wolf, good job.
Crazy.
Good motion around this card, getting the dash in,
They
getting the
gotta
jump
start holding
away.
the button. They don't have an option here. They can't
Yep.
let, if they want this one, they cannot let UNSC get even a second.
Nope, they got to hold on to it. So great work by Jake Wolf, though. That was a fantastic string. Style Dev getting some sniping done from the side of the alleyway here. Nice get shot there, Style Dev. But still, once again, 11 seconds left, so 10 seconds left for UNSC. 8 seconds. Looks like Loop is still staying on this button, so they have reduced the lead, but only 6 seconds left for UNSC. Constantly diving in. It looks like they're holding this button for 2 more seconds.
2,
Hit
1. Oh,
stay on the button. Hold it. You only got 1 second left.
And that's it. Colton with the final push. Definitive win by UNSC by a 61-point margin. Loop
Wow.
able to slightly cut down that deficit from, I think it was 90 at the greatest point, but
Yep.
man, UNSC crushing it. And like I said, Crusader there, top scoring by a huge mark. The only one going negative on his team, but huge impact, 10,000K there. Whereas the rest of the players, almost an even spread of kills, 36, 36, 36, 37. Style Dev ruining for everyone. But yeah.
But then knock on with, you know, 20 and 35, but 11,628 points, top scoring for the whole entire map. So definitely super button focused, getting work done, maintaining for his team. So, you know, overall fantastic match. Bringing it down to a 60 second, or, you know, 61 second deficit at the end there. From what they were doing before, definitely at least a good change from Loop mid game.
Oh, man, great 3 maps and a good effort by both teams. GG's to everyone involved, but ultimately good job by UNSC.
Yeah, great job by UNSC. You know, Loop coming in, UNSC with the first good push on Abyss. Loop coming back, looking like they might not make it, but still were end up able to, you know, get that checkpoint and get that, I think, that 1 or 2% win that they got. And then, you know, UNSC coming back strong with a pretty quick opening point on Quarry. They ended up getting, Loop came back with another point, but then UNSC with a quick point after that. And then it was basically just a constant battle to see who could maintain the lead at that point and all the way until the end of the map. So, and then the control point, UNSC coming out early, taking that control. Looks like Loop had to kind of get their bearings straight. Once they did, started coming back, but in the end, it just turned out to a 61-point deficit. So, fantastic win by UNSC in the end, and definitely, you know, one of the best matches this season for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. We're not gonna keep the stream here on the deathmatch. But,
Yeah.
Wrapping up. Any final comments, final words here you want to say before we head out?
Great job by both teams. I know they've both been practicing and playing a lot, so it obviously shows how much stronger each team has gotten. And the coordination level is huge. Lots of great pushes on both ends. So yeah, great work by both teams.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thank you for all the viewers for coming in and watching. Make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more awesome Dash League Network content. Signing out. This is Kastle.
Yep. And signing out, this is Vertigo. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for casting Castle, and we will catch you guys later. Have a good one.